I can't go back to you, my friend. Don't even ask, don't play pretend.
You know you left me lonely, I could tell them the whole story. It may take a couple hours, I've got time, let's get the chat. How could I explain the situation? Man, it's so damn complicated. Where do I start, where do I end? I should go back to bed, I'm going back to all the basics. Teaching myself now how to erase it. It's like learning a whole new language, and I'm afraid, too scared to face it. I just want consistent clarity, but all my thoughts destroying me. Some peace of mind is all I need, give peace to all of my family. I can't go back to you, my friend. Don't even ask, don't play pretend. You think you are everything I need, but I gotta leave. But can't get through to me, it's not you, yeah, it's always me. I close my heart to you, you see it opens up for nobody. It's been so hard to fall asleep, the weather always makes my nose bleed. Makes my nose bleed. It's so hard to believe that one day I'll feel peace. I want control over my life, I want that driver's seat. Yeah, it's not you that I need, you push me down when I'm weak. You were never there for me, go pick up your keys and leave. I can't go back to you, my friend. Don't even ask, don't play pretend. You think you're everything I need, but I gotta live. Can't go back to you, my friend. Don't even ask, don't play pretend. Cause you think you are everything I need, but I gotta leave.
Mirrors on the wall, staring back at me. Stranger in the hall, frozen by the scene. Portraits seem to fade, he lost his centerpiece. Can't recall his face, I hope he'll rest in peace. Haunted by my mind, victim or the prey. Everything is fine, take me to my grave. Bury me alive, keeping me astray. Hard to say goodbye to who I am today. Everything is fine, take me to my grave. Haunted by my mind, victim or the prey. Everything is fine, take me to my grave. Bury me alive, keeping me astray. Hard to say goodbye to who I am today. Haunted by my mind, victim or the to my grave. Bury me alive, keeping me astray. Hard to say goodbye to who I am today.
The silhouette's burning, embers rising high, like a chemical fire. The flame won't die. Intertwine, darling, you and I. And my heart beats cold, and you can choose to let me go. Did I lose my mind and your mercury?
Hello and welcome back, friends. We are now in the final semifinal match of the week as we set the stage for the Premier League Championship weekend. This Division 8 matchup has the undefeated Rage taking on HRB on Omaha Beach. I'm joined again by Hans of Legion on the call, so welcome in, Hans. How you doing?
Howdy. Just played this map, so excited to see somebody else play it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how other teams handle this, especially in the 30v30, because this is Division 8, so it is going to be a 30v30 match. We have Rage, who have been undefeated during the regular season here, so coming in with the first seed at a perfect 5-0, and they'll be taking on HRB, who comes into the playoffs here at 4-2. They won their previous, I think they played in the quarterfinals. Let me just take a look here, and we'll pull up the full standings as well as we await this to kick off. So Division 8 will be on the right side of your screen, and you can see the Rogue Regiment, which is currently 4-1. They are waiting for the winner of this match in the championship game coming up in just a couple weeks. So we'll see who's going to be facing off against them. Let me pull up some stats here.
Yeah, 30v30 is just a super fun way to play. We did that for our first season in a couple seasons ago, and it was just a good time. It's not nearly as sweaty, but at the same time, like a lot of movement.
Yeah, I kind of explain it to people like a hockey power play, where you take one guy off the ice for one team, and it just creates that much more room for everyone else to run around in. So what we're seeing here is these teams taking a bunch of team players off the ice, and allows some really interesting plays, some good airheads, and some real a lot of resource usage that we don't typically see in the 50s.
Yeah, and when the team leaves, it's completely open. So it's just kind of fun.
Yep. So
I enjoyed playing 30v30s.
So HRB actually, they did play a quarterfinal match. This is the semifinals. They played SVS on San Marie Dumont and took that one 4-1 with AA Network as the middle point. So this one will be a little bit different on Omaha here, but should still be an entertaining one. I'd like to see a West Verville. Feels like it's been a bit since we've seen one of those, or an AA battery even. That's one I don't know if we've really seen this season at all. So we got a hospice though the other night with Sixth and EXO. And yeah, that's a point that I don't think I think Hump and I were talking earlier this week, and we were saying that I don't think that came up all season long. And when you consider how often SME has been played in these matches, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, SME was played like back to back on Checkpoint especially.
Yeah, Merc played 2 matches on SME, both getting Checkpoint. It was it's very interesting to see how the RNG dice rolls for some of these matches.
Yeah, I think it was even more than 2 times. I think it was 3 times in a row they played at Axis. I could be wrong. Axis Checkpoint.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
That is, it defies coincidence.
Yeah.
But we do have a map flip, so 50 seconds away here from some action kicking off. HRB, short for Hellraisers Brazil, as you can see in the score bug, as you might imagine, primarily a Brazilian-based clan. And they've been playing well this whole season. Rage, of course, been playing extremely well, build up of a lot of veteran players. I know there's quite a few Berserk players that play for Rage, and so that experience has really helped them out here in Division 8 and getting into the competitive scene here.
Yeah.
And that's why I love Division
absolutely.
8. Division 8 is so fun because this is the starting point for so many teams, and I think the way that this has been structured, it's really allowed them to have success. Let's see what we get here. What will be the midpoint? All players collectively holding their breath, and it is Verville-sur-Mer to the surprise of absolutely no one.
What a fun point.
Yeah, very fun. Some may say.
Yeah.
So we do have Verville Samir. The HRB will be playing the Allies here. HRB will playing the Axis. So right off the bat here, we're all kind of familiar with this map at this point. With this point in particular, very difficult for the Allies in comparison to West Verville or AA Network, I believe it's called. AA something. So big importance, I think, in these lower division match. You got to be a little bit concerned about the Allies getting off the beach. There's so many different areas where you can kind of slow down, and there is kind of like meta routes for each sort of truck to be going in here to make sure you're maximizing your time. So we'll definitely look for that for HRB. There's a massive, choke point here. So if any Rage players were prepping leading up to this, which I'm sure that they were, might see some rocket snipes come in here. And similarly for Rage or for HRB, you might see some rocket snipes come in on this road should Rage choose to use it. It's a little bit more ambiguous though for the Allies for their rocket snipes, just because of the pure amount of ground that the Axis has to utilize. But otherwise, points WN70 and rear battery, so double offset for these teams. That sets us up nicely for a potential 90-minute mid-fight battle. So it's exactly what you want to see in these playoffs, these competitive bouts between these two teams. So HRB coming up to the line. Let's check out Rage.
So how often do you see them in Division 8 using snipes? Because their manpower has to be allocated so differently.
Right,
you're only playing with 30 to 35 guys.
I think it's definitely more of a risk-reward thing. If you have spots that are easily doable without taking yourself too far away from the action for too long, the reward is way bigger in 30s. You hit a truck and you're potentially taking out a third of the team, in a very literal way. So. If you're running a fully loaded truck, you're taking out half the team, and if that pretty much gives you the thing. But we saw Lambda last night for R22R hit a snipe on Carentan, that canal crossing snipe, and we saw R22R just march their way across the map after that. So let's kick this one off. HRB versus Rage, Omaha Beach, TPL semifinal match.
Yeah, good timing.
So I am in a locked armor squad per the team's request, so we're going to see the markers for these teams, which is always interesting. Early artillery looks to be coming in over here for HRB. Let's see if we can't see these trucks as they come in. Avoiding the road is Rage, so smart play on them. Playing it a little bit safer, but guaranteeing you're probably going to make it to the point. Truck coming in for HRB, taking the meta route. Rage pushing in from the north side of Verville, getting the initial cap pressure going their way. HRB a little slower. The second truck for Rage is arriving as well. Cap pressure equalizes.
Pretty empty.
Yep, just Gypsy and the driver there. Oh wait, nope. The troops did not render in. Early gunfight battles going to Rage here. Let's scoop in here on the action with Randy Marsh, Scooby, and Constant. Goes down to Felix. We see early OP set up by Vincente. Gypsy, Cheek, and Silent Rage pushing in. Cheek very close to the OP of Vincente. Raynan spawns in. Fans of the channel will recognize Raynan and remember his incredible satchels on San Maria Glaze as Silent Rage gets the OP and Rodolfo. And HRB committing tons of manpower to this south side of the church. Good control here by Rage to start things off as we back off a bit. Can see Rage having a really nice control of the strong point. HRB dedicating their manpower, pushing into that south side of the church. Some manpower also playing in the north side, but being dealt with by Steve and Uncle Danny over there. Do see the medium taking shots by Pessoa, but Steve's able to take him out.
It looks like a pretty uncontested cat by Rage here. They have full control of the point.
Yeah, absolutely. They are now in control 3-2. HRB, let's check out the layout. Couple good garrisons to leap off and attack, but as far as OPs, no squad leader really able to reset their OP before losing the point, and we see WN70 already being contested and captured by Rage. Big spawn wave comes in here to deal with Smokey, but that spawn wave really is going to hurt HRB on the front lines here, as we see Rage already kind of working to move up here. Kush, Wookie, Randy Marsh all moving up.
Yeah, once Rage gets into those houses, you know, it is so hard to get them out. And HRB must have lost that other garrison for them all to spawn over there.
Yeah.
You check the map?
Yeah.
No, they still have it.
This area here is what you're talking about, Hans, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Cannot lose these area if you are the allies on this map. You're going to have a bad time.
Yeah. Once they get into those houses, it's just a real mess.
But HRB doing a nice job here on the south side of the point. Fumantui, Dutra, Wenger all moving in on that side. But you definitely have to be worried about Randy Marsh and Kushwicki over here. If we take a look at their garrison, this would be a issue to lose here. Let's see if Randy can find it. Comes on. Yep, does he have a rocket left is the question here. He does, but Adler, big play to end that danger, but no doubt that's been called out.
That's called out, yeah.
Yeah. And with 30s, that's a pretty valid use of Artie there, just to Artie that constantly until a bigger problem arises. But if we go over here, is this
medium?
Their medium is, I think they're looking for a satchel, potentially. But Jeep Dad might get himself a pseudo-tank kill. Oh. What timing. And without a spotter here, they are completely unaware that Jeep Dad came up to them and is satcheling them now. Or at least I believe that they are.
Looks like HRB still has some weight in the north.
Yeah, let's check.
Oh, and they got to the front line.
Yep.
So good recovery.
Yeah, that's even goes to show even bigger play by Adler saving that Gary, but Kushwicki now taking out the he satcheled the corner here and takes out the garrison. Big play by Kushwicki, yep.
Yeah.
Let's take a closer look here with Adler and Fumantui moving on the front door. Just Martin and Lee for you in the way. Martin gets the kill with that Car 98. There's no way in the chat talking about the earlier Taco Legion match with the points, being debatably unfavorable for the allies there, and I'm sure when he gets to this part of the broadcast and sees what we have here, more fun for everyone here. But Adler still holding out this front door with BV, Cheap, Cheek and Jeep Dad going to have some nice crossfire here, though.
Yeah, the game before. Taco had a good game.
Absolutely.
Give it to them. They deserve the win.
Every team that's playing in their divisions now are in that division because they're playing against a team of equal skill level to them. So there's no easy wins anymore. You know, it was never going to be that way this season. And, you know, the better team is going to win, especially when these matches are 90 minutes. There's, you know, both teams are going to make mistakes. That just is a given. So just about the team that makes the right plays at the right time. And all the Monday morning quarterbacking.
The shifting.
Yeah.
The shifting of manpower, you know, how quickly people realize, like, hey, this is a problem, you know,
right,
and addressing it.
And I think that's like what is great about Division 8 and like matches like this with the 30v30, because it teaches you on the most important level of manpower swapping around, because in 30, manpower is at a premium. The team that is able to most delicately balance and optimize their manpower is the team that's going to win. So if you get that experience playing in Division 8 and you work your way up into, you know, the 49s division, it's going to pay off. And we've seen that with teams like 6th and Taco working their way from TPL Light into TPL Main and now playing each other in the Division 1 final. So it's a great story for the league.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
HRB looking to get there. So is Rage.
Talking about manpower, I am super surprised that Rage left their front door open for so long. Like, they really had HRB on the back foot and then didn't keep the pressure on the front line.
Right, and I think you're seeing them just dedicating a more small amount of manpower to that right now. We have Insano, Cheek, and Texans down the line here. Right. And between the three of them, they're kind of spaced out where you'd want to like have the garrison set up for HRB. So I think what they're trying to do now is just completely take out all of their frontline push garrisons. Like Insano,
just choke them.
Yeah, Insano's getting very close to a garrison here as he goes down to Jadson. But, you know, first 76 pulling up here for HRB as well. Cheek is dealt with whatever garrison here, or they still have not rebuilt it from that earlier satchel. And then we have Randy Marsh all the way down here, and is that a satchel on the garrison? It was not. Nope, just being RD'd. So Rage clearly aware of that, but let's take a stop in here and check out Insano and Cheek as they push up the red line. Two SLs taken out by Insano. That is a big play.
Big move. Big move.
Give me your CS. Insano and Cheek. Two-man wrecking crew up here running down the red line, looking for these spawns of HRB. If we look at the map again, they will find quite a few if they keep it moving over here. I like this split that they're doing, kind of maximizing the net that they're casting.
Yeah, Rage has a bit of an advantage, kind of like R2-2R, you know, they're getting like Div 1 players that have left Division 1 teams and have gone to help other teams. Like, Rage is the same situation. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of these ex-Berserk guys were in like a top 3 team in like season 2 or 3 or whatever that was, you know.
And it does help.
Having them go down, you know, is a big help. Big help to have the experience.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's really just experience, and experience matters so much in comp. Like, you know, it's and that's again why I think Division 8 is great. Like, everyone's kind of starting off on a more neutral level. Obviously, Rage picking up players that are from more experienced clans, it helps. Like, rising tide lifts the whole boat, and we've seen that with R22R coming on a tear this late half of the season in Division 7, really employing some more advanced tactics that you don't typically see, and that's a massive leg up. But look at this front door push by Fumantui, Julia, and Neto. But Felix.
From Felix.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Once they're in those houses, what a pain.
Yeah. There's so many little spots for them to hide out in too. It can be very hard to root a determined team out of there.
You have to run across the field like an empty field. Like all the fun. Oh, tank battle.
Let's see here, 76.
Got it, one ricochet.
Felix gonna be able to get the satchel on here. Roger, Frank, and Iconi.
Dang.
Oh, and Captain Insano gets a no reg on him just for. Felix is like, no, that's my combat score. Uncle Danny smells the combat score in the water right now too.
Yeah.
Is that for
me?
me?
They left an OP up.
Oh, big rocket just coming up.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure from Rage.
Yeah, and this is going to really... Anytime your infantry is able to take out a tank like that, that just really helps your fuel economy. You didn't even have to engage a tank with another tank to be 600 fuel up. But Juicy, Gypsy moving in here. I think... Oh, they do take out the garrison, but the spawn wave comes in just a moment later. And I think with that garrison, we're just seeing them with the one here in the south that has gone high.
One OP to the north.
Yeah. Let's check this out, as this is a potentially extremely dangerous situation for HRB.
He survived that.
That's, yeah.
Holy mackerel. Must have been the grease gun.
I think it was. Grease gun apologist silent in the chat right now. Okay, all right. You know, make some noise for the grease gun, Scooby. All right, I get it. I deserve that one.
Interesting. They've got Gary pings all over on 8-5.
Look at this. Silent Rage is going to be moving. Or no, I'm in the wrong pace. But yeah, I mean, still they're pretty good down here for now. But you definitely need to start getting this line of garrisons built up and not become so one-dimensional.
If they do have that garrison where they're all pinging it, it'll be interesting to see. I have my doubts, though.
Yeah. We'll see if we catch any spawns over there.
Yeah. At this point, just keep on grinding them down the front.
Yeah, you can't lose your spirit over here. It's a long match. You know, you're only 28 minutes in here now. This is it's a long
Not
match.
even.
Yeah, yeah, right. Math.
18 minutes.
It's a long weekend, all right.
Yeah.
We gotta go to work and do work tomorrow. That's just a nightmare. So
let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
We've got HRB Vincente heading towards the point, spearheading for the Hellraisers.
I really like this this push in here too. It seems like this is the easiest route for the allies to get in, as you know, you at least have some amount of cover. And if Vicente can get an OP up here, it looks like he actually just placed it a little bit further back. If he can get some manpower, and I think what HRB really needs right now is just a flicker of the point, you know, and make Rage think a little bit about their defense. Maybe not get so aggressive, and in that time, it's important that Rage rebuilds what they need to as far as garrisons. Rage does have a Tiger on the point that we saw earlier, playing that corner. Here goes Vicente. Man on initiative. Chooses to go up the church. Garrison by HRB over here, yeah.
Yeah, good spot for a garrison. You can't hit that spot with Artie. So it's
yeah, the one thing you got to worry about
spot.
is Vicente going. Don't tell that to that Rage guy.
It must have been his friendly Artie.
It was a commentator's curse. Nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, seriously. Oh man.
We have Neto, Wenger, and Pessoa all moving in too. Multiple OPs spawning over here now. So I think this is just what HRB ordered. They need to get some pressure here and make Rage think a bit about their defense. Martin is playing this really well. He's just kind of being the STG pest in here and making any sort of push across this not a good time.
It's a lot of weight coming in from HRB.
Absolutely. Once these guys get into the hard cap, we might see an objective flicker.
It looks like they've got a squad strictly playing defense. It's kind of looking like.
Oh, P-Strike comes up just shy of that Tiger. Tiger moving at just the right moment. Really solid attempt, though. Tiger now moving up to this open side of the point. Leave for you spawning in on an OP.
It's about to get exciting for Rage.
Yeah, oh goodness. The Artie is just pounding. Neto with a satchel. Nope, has a rocket. No, Neto, don't do it.
Nope. He's got to save the ammo.
Oh.
There it is.
HRB satchel looks to have gone off. That will take out the garrison over here. So Rage without a garrison on the point. Hopefully this is able to pull some infantry back for Rage and give HRB a little bit of breathing room. While we check that out, let's move over here. There's a big spawn wave as Chuck, Devo move in here. Chuck able to get one before going down himself. Smokey playing the long game here, pulling in from behind them. Just has that car, so he has to be exceptionally careful. Not sure if he knows exactly where that garrison is. Oh, look at that spawn wave.
They must be lacking some OPs.
Yeah, if we look at the point now, that pressure's dealt with by Rage, so HRB pushed back to their blue line, and with just one blue line garrison, we're seeing spawn waves like that, but Smokey could make a big play, but Rodolfo able to stop that. We have Beeve trying to take out this.
The rocket just misses.
Big hit by Raynon. Oh, right off the turret by Beeve as this tank rotating back. Is this a full crew? It is. I think this might still be the opening medium.
Oh, wow.
Hell at Loose Moose, Navy Corps, and Fatal taking shots. Going down to the 75 by the Allies. A rare medium battle here this late in the game. But we do have the medium up for HRB. We have a heavy playing defense for them. So let's see what this medium can do. The Tiger is lurking. Playing some good tank defense. Macon, sorry. Trying to get back into his tank. Oh, maybe he does. Survivor's guilt by Macon was as the Tiger snipes out that medium. Red Zone Gary up to the north. Commander for HRB also on a supply drop here. Perhaps can get a garrison up. And he does. And the southern push beginning to materialize for HRB. really nice track shot by Beeb there. Tui taking out one. Now they can take some ground here. Smokes are the name of the game right now for HRB. Oh my goodness, this tank. Just
yeah, good
crushing
HE
that
round.
push. Absolutely great round.
Another thing about playing like the 30 on 30 is there's so much room for arrowheads. So much room.
Yeah, and you see them more often just because, like, you know, if we look now, the munitions 1,000, manpower 613, fuels 390, like all your resources count for so much more.
Yeah.
Oh, big play here by Julio. I think he was able to take out, oh wait, no, this is a garrison. So we have dueling garrisons just on the other side of this complex here. This is interesting.
And Sensi's gonna get it.
I think, did Kush Wookie drop a satchel? Doesn't look like it. Cheek and Felix playing defense now. It's like kind of like an interesting game here. Scooby with the MG. Vanger Raynon running on the flank. Felix. Reinforcements come in by HRB. Flare is out by Plek. And now HRB in trouble with Smokey and Felix pushing up from this side along with Marsh. Marsh. Oh, Scooby. Big kills. But Mr. Smokey able to sneak back in and take out the Gary.
Yep. Well.
Massive
Do they have
play.
OP setups? What do they got set up for? Oh my gosh.
Not
No.
good.
Just the red zone Garys.
And the one OP by Abel.
Yeah, we'll see if Rage is gonna use that though. It seems like they're playing a little bit more passively. Like not so much more pushing into.
Yeah, Coronel's going back and gonna build the Gary, seeing the situation for his team. But let's take a peek at.
They got a hot Gary at map edge.
Oh yeah, let's take a peek over there as we're looking towards the defense.
Oh, yep. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Yep, and
they could have been here the whole game. We wouldn't even known it.
Right.
The render distance.
And you got to be careful here, HRB. If Rage is able to set themselves up at this roadway, it's kind of like your Alamo before it becomes a real problem on point. Like we were talking about this whole match, one OP is a ton of manpower to swing in 30s. So, you know, two OPs and we're talking about, you know, potentially moving, you know, half your team.
Right.
So let's see if Texans is able to get in there. Vicente playing this field well, but Randy Marsh probably gonna have a car, and that's the good engagement distance for the car. Oh, rocket by Raynan. What a shot. Great play. Yeah, but it looks like Rage had a plan. They were going to wait till they controlled here, and there's no better sign that you control here than taking out that garrison where they did earlier. So Texans using that opportunity, Silent Rage using that opportunity, gonna push in here, get an OP up, and you can start putting some pressure. Oh, goodness. That's a factor we hadn't considered, Hans.
Yeah. Oh, that should help quite a bit.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is going to be very difficult to deal with. The only issue I foresee with this is that you're in a very flat area, and, you know, if Felix was AT with an AT gun, you can get sniped. We have another 76 over here. Oh, look at this, Hans. Garrison over here by HRB. Close into the north. So those red zone Garrison. Well, there's only 30 guys, you know? They can't be everywhere. It's hard to
This is a lot of weight.
Yeah, and this is in soft cap, which is the craziest part of it. But it's in 49s, that is just an impossibility, and that's what's fun about these different types of matches. This is something else. Oh my God, Dunny, thank you for the $2. Dunny's got it like that. Dunny's must got a rich uncle somewhere.
Most likely. What did we say?
Dunny is my rich
15
uncle.
minutes ago.
That's funny. Thank you, Dunny. But HRB adjusting nicely to this. It looks like they have their tank now flipped over here. That's locking out the garrison, and looks like John is just kind of anchoring over here as commander. Martin probably can't believe it's as close as it is as he runs further to the north. See some TRR rooting for HRB here. Earlier this season, TRR lost to Rage on Carantan, I believe it was. So if this result were to hold here, TRR would get another shot at Rage in the finals in just a couple weeks. So Carantan, obviously a different beast of a map, and the littlest things go wrong on there, and you're in a bad way. Uncle Danny in a good spot. Deals with it with DVGs. Martin, I think, has located the garrison and took it out. Yep, he has.
Man, I'm surprised we haven't seen the point flicker. Oh, you know what? Having 2 people in hard cap, that's 6 people, which is 15% of their team, you know?
You know, that's an interesting point that you make. You know, if you have 2 people inside the hard cap, that is a sizable portion of the enemy team that's required to be inside the soft cap at the very least to make the point flicker. So I wonder if that's a strategy that they're employing for the playoffs with, you know, single elimination. You just need to get out of here with a win. You don't need to make it flashy, strong points. You know, that's seeding is all determined. All that matters is getting out of here with a win and moving on to the next one, and then winning that next one. But so you wonder if maybe they're playing a little safer with that in mind. Airhead coming in by HRB, bombing run coming in as well. Beeve and Adler in a nice spot to anchor this. Uncle Danny and Martin running towards it. Uncle Danny gets the rocket and
what
takes
in the world? Oh no. Interesting placement for the airhead.
Yeah, if it was just on the other side of that wall, I think you see that get a spawn off. That's really unfortunate. Yeah.
Maybe it was, you know what? It might have been a misclip mid-map airhead.
Right.
That's the middle of the map. It's
very nearly.
It's close to very nearly. Maybe he thought that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity there. HRB definitely could have made something happen off of that.
That's a lot of cap weight right now. We've got.
Yeah, look at this.
gonna count for 6, 7.
We do
It's
have
not gonna take much more.
Yep, the Tiger is in there, though, with all 3 crewmen, and we do see our first flicker and our first cap progress by HRB. I mean, that makes...
Just wait for Julio's OP.
Right.
Once that comes in. Does he have one on the point? Or is it?
It does not look like it. Just Charlie close in.
Oh,
Who just
wow.
resets over here, but...
Big play. Big play by HRB.
Push coming in from the north by Beeve. Able to get one into...
Man, that Tiger is going all over the graves.
Yeah. No respect for the fallen here by this Tiger.
You can't get out of that super easily either. Like that's a mess to get out of.
I'm more surprised he got in there and it wasn't like an absolute disaster.
Yeah, you could angle it in, but getting out's a pain.
Now 2 Tigers onto this point for Rage as HRB begins to load up in this church a bit. See if Beeve can get another shot into this Tiger. He gets another track shot before going down. There are no rep stations there, I don't believe, so... Oh, no, there is. HRB does use the opportunity to shore up some of their frontline garrisons, which is definitely needed. Jeep Dad just being an absolute menace down here. It's bobbing and weaving. And gets them. And the OP. That's a big play by Jeep Dad. Garrison is back up over here for HRB. And they also have their garrison over here. Point is still well defended. Let's get a tank check. They do have a tank pushing in from the south on AA. So this will be interesting here. 2-man, interestingly enough, with Roger as the TC moving up. Believed to get... Oh my goodness, that is really unfortunate losing your TC like that. Especially deep in the red zone.
Almost no infantry support.
Yeah, this 76 you have to be very careful with Gypsy and Juicy over here. It's not going to take much really to surprise this tank with no TC. First side shot in, taking advantage of that Panzer Shrek. Juicy, I am one with the bush and the bush is with me. Gypsy taking a nice angle here. And gets another one into the rear of this 76. So the 76 in a dire straits situation. Wonder if Gypsy has ammo nearby or... And he's smartly going to run to the friendly zone. We do see Texans pushed in. Was getting cap pressure for a moment here.
Yeah.
Did Captain Insano just take out a garrison? I think he might have. I hope he saves a rocket, though, because this tank is hurt and coming in from behind him towards him. Looks like he's going to get these supplies. Oh, look at this, Hans. Cap pressure begins at Oh my goodness. What happened here?
Well, lost half of them, but
HRB rebuilt the garrison that we saw earlier, and now they're hitting the hard soft cap hard.
It was a good reset by Rage.
Yeah.
And now they're smoking out the Rage's garrison.
Oh, big grenade. But this Tiger is going to be, I mean, these Tigers are going to be a big problem.
Yeah, it looks like Rage isn't gonna risk losing midpoint, even though we saw they had good pressure on the next point. That's half their team that we can see.
Yeah, now they're pushing to the north. I guess they must be wise that there might be something going on here again. Probably lots of flares going out as well. Let's check what Forrest is able to do here. Taking out Q8. Oh, the P-Strike gets the Tiger? Yes, it does. Massive P-Strike. Forrest continuing his tear with the FG42 here.
We got the flank happening, and I think the Forrest is just gonna go burn all the OPs as they're moving around.
Yep, there he goes. Looks like it's just one more OP and Forrest is on it. Oh, that FG is terrifying. And here comes CJ as well. Taking out Rodolfo. Nice teamwork here. Just moments away from another spawn wave, though. Oh.
Doesn't see it.
No, he got it. There we go. Forrest takes the OP.
I was holding my breath to see if they got locked in or not.
Garrison's still up, and that's just over here.
Yeah, it's locked out though.
Yeah, let's.
What we got going on?
Yeah, let's swing over here. Oh my goodness! And Rage off the back of that pressure, able to shift their manpower. And
is there any garrisons?
There is the one on the point. Yeah. Let's see what HRB is able to do here. Spawn wave.
I don't see it.
It's inside the little house there.
Oh.
There's the spawn
there they
wave.
are. Man, one rocket. That'd be quite the splash.
Swans.
That's quite the splash.
See if Swans is able to do it.
Yeah, Swan doesn't see our point of view.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Felix though with the SCG says, who needs the rocket?
Wow. It really just clumped them all together, huh?
Yeah, and that's massive. Vicente, Constam moving back, Scooby. But this is a lot of hard cap pressure, and with the draw as the final point, it should buy them a little bit of time, but we see Insano at the top right of your screen already kind of making his way over there. And if we know anything about Omaha and Utah Beach, you do not want to be in a 4-1 situation as the Americans. Kush Wookie moving in with that STG into the trenches. Vicente taking out him. That is big play by Vicente. Goes down to Swans. You're seeing now the soft cap flipping this the other way.
No,
but it's not enough.
Got it. Rage has it. Oh.
These are some big rockets.
Oh. Yeah, but that cheeky guy just got 3, I think.
Yeah.
Good bombing run. Maybe. How did that not kill Felix?
He's inside the bunker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it does stop the cap pressure for a moment. With Cheek getting in here, though.
Yeah, I mean, they should. That's a lot of weight coming.
Yep.
A lot of weight coming. And the tank.
They're just outside of the hard cap, or the soft cap. And there's the pressure stopping and going and stopping and going. I just don't think there's enough time. Oh, and Rage is going to move it to a 4-1, capturing WN70. But it's still a vicious fight that's going to occur over here. It's going to determine a lot of how recapable this is going to be for the Hellraisers. Big kills here by the Hellraisers as they push through these trenches. Also pushing in from behind. The cap pressure does begin again as the Hellraisers approach into the hard cap. This is a lot of manpower now for the HRB team. Kushwookie gets headshot in the please headshot me trench. Who would have seen that coming?
A full reset now by HRB.
Yep, and they're doing it well.
I think, you know, it burned everything that they had going. So it was a good thing for Rage, but it was pretty obvious when they got that spawn off that they weren't going to be able to hold it for a ton of time because they were ready.
Yeah,
they're ready for it.
We see now a bombing run coming in by Rage.
If you backed up a little bit, like how many people from Rage are even close?
Oh, like,
yeah,
they're all pushing from the blue line, but I mean, this gives them an opportunity to play their tanks over here. And think of how, this is going to be a tank battle.
They know.
Yep. First shot in by that Tiger. He's got front plate right at him. He's in a kind of a weird angle. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. And this is Fire, Johnny 2-All, and Drunk Monkey taking out that 76. And that is big. Because even if the Hellraisers capture here, if this Tiger can play this field here, you pretty much eliminate the middle and bottom spawns for armor call-ins for the allies.
Because we saw HRB's garrison, you know, it was on the ledge, so they have to come up and over onto flat. Like that Tiger could make the difference here.
Right, and this is
we've reset the front line straight onto their point.
Yeah, and this is going back and forth here. This is interesting though. We do see the mid cap. We have a half track, Hans. We have a half track play. This is awesome. Wow. Stashing the half track, but Rage showing so much discipline to spawn their defensive guys back here rather than saying, oh, let's keep attacking. You know, this is fun. This is really smart by them. Yeah, very disciplined play.
That was a lot of bodies just spawned.
And look at that. They're still capping WN70 with all that said and done.
I'm not positive if HRB knows that there's smoke falling. Because they've been shooting smoke already for a long time.
I wonder, maybe they could just be trying to screen that north side where that half track is spawning.
Yeah, maybe.
But look at this. This Tiger electing to move in Fire's crew, and that is a very difficult thing to deal with as the Americans. That the bazooka doesn't have the side pen capabilities that the Panzerschreck has. This is, I mean, even if it's not helping them cap the point right now, it's certainly helping them exert pressure on the Hellraisers. But he's a little stuck. Oh, Neto moving in here as well. No! That is just heartbreaking. Big reset by HRB.
Yeah, it's pretty much just their tank there.
Yeah, if I'm this tank, and I'm certainly not a tanker, so take everything I say with a mountain of salt. Like, I want to get out of here. Like, I want to play this field. Like, we're up 3-2. I'm in a situation where, I can be supported by my infantry on the front line in these fields. I want to get there, but who knows? This could be the starting Tiger, and they could be almost out of ammo at this point. So who knows that either?
Yeah, that Doge, that guy. I think that's what that says. Digstag. He's placing an OP right behind him, trying to set it up for his teammates.
Yeah, we see Julio moving in here. Looks like he has a satchel. Or no, obviously not. He's an American, but. Is that a tank?
What was that?
Yeah, look, right side of your screen. Takes it out. Is that a... That's a...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a heavy. Well
Heavy.
done, Roger. That's a big play. It saves a lot of your armor from being in the cycle of death. If that tank were to just want to play it safe and close this whole area off. But still, Rage playing it tough.
Only has 5 guys. Only has 5 guys attacking that point. Oh, there they go.
It's getting the job done for Rage, though, right now. Texans. Oh, Neto. Big rocket.
He's had enough.
That will get the cap pressure flowing in the Hellraiser's direction. And that will get this under control for HRB once more. We take a look back on Semifinal, just see what is going on here, if anything. Just, again, good amount of defense here, but this was their half track, or no, it was just a regular truck. I thought that they moved their half track over there. I was going to say, that is aggressive. Yeah, Hans, that's not what you want to see for the Hellraisers right now. They have their red zone garrison and Charlie squad over here in the northwest, but otherwise they are entirely pushed off of this road, and getting back up there with this field and this field is going to be very difficult with an experienced team like Rage.
Oh, we've already seen it. Those red zone garrisons, like, Rage has to have such a skeleton crew that they go green. Yeah, and then all of a sudden it gets exciting.
Yeah, and that's the
can't
joy.
Play the front line.
That's the joy of 30v30 is, you just a little bit of manpower going the wrong way, and you're in a situation where, you got to play perfect to get out of it. Dueling rockets over here by these two squads. Let's Sano. Nice kill before getting grenaded there. Two shots into that 75 by Randy Marsh. Another big rocket in there by Renan, taking out another Rage infantry player.
I think HRB is going to be able to hold this for as long as they need to. If they can keep the tank like just sitting in the corner, Rage is going to have a hard time. It's going to take forever to get another tank up there.
Yeah, and you're seeing a 76 coming over here to reinforce this medium.
I would just sit that 76 right in the corner. It's so flat. Like, there's no reason to push towards infantry.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is that the one thing that really helps them out of the situation that they're in is getting armor to push with your infantry. So, you know, unfortunately, I think the tank has to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, we might disagree on that one. I mean, if the tank sits corner, like really close to circle weight, you know, HRB can hold it with less people and send them into that red zone.
Right, it might be early
like
to do that. It might be early to do that, sure, yeah. I understand what you're saying.
And if you have two tanks protecting your point at distance, pretty helpful.
Yeah, especially in this kind of terrain. See Smokey sneaking in here as Recon. Let's see if we can, HRB just has this garrison here on the other side of the line, and then the garrison in the south as well. And it looks like that's
over the line, I think.
Over here, it's not.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at the one at the very bottom.
What we see here.
Jeep roads getting it.
Yep. And that opens up this south side of the map again for Rage. And Saba just died life before, so he's gonna try to cut this off. Recon on recon action here. And Saba wins that one.
Interesting that Jeep didn't just follow that hedgerow after taking out the garrison. He went right back into the middle of the field.
It's Chad move right there. Jeep Dad says, I only win my gunfights from the middle of the field. Oh, we see Chuck, I think, on an AT gun over here. It's a really good spot. I wonder if he's able to see this medium right now. Oh, look, he's taking shots at the heavy. And that is a far shot. We don't even see him rendered in here. Oh, yeah, we do. Chuck.
I'm missing what you're saying.
Chuck, at the top of your screen, you see they just marked it with an enemy tank?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
He's on an AT gun.
Okay.
But I think he's getting off of it. They believe it's a tank, clearly.
Silent plan.
Supplies, looks like.
Or we just didn't hear it.
Yep, and that AT gun goes down by this crew. So well spotted.
It'd be good for HRB to get that map edge Gary back up. Because they're starting to get wrapped a little bit.
Yeah, you see Jeep Dad finally makes his way into the trenches over here. They have this one garrison just outside of the trench network that they can use. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty covered just because of the depression of the hill, but I mean, if Gypsy's able to just looks a little bit south here, it's going to be a problem, or to the east.
Man, if one of those was a squad lead, that would be a heck of a play for Rage. But it's just these two dudes journeying along the edge.
Oh no, what happened here? Did he get satcheled?
No, there's no way.
There's no one nearby.
There's a heavy somewhere.
Maybe over here?
Yep.
Could be, yeah.
It's a funny angle, but maybe.
Possibly, yeah. But Jeep Dad, look at this. Does get on the garrison. Saba.
Dang. Jeep Dad and Gypsy.
Oh.
Wow. Wow, big plays.
Oh, Saba. Hiding in the mud like the Predator over there. Gonna reset his OP. But that does wipe out the garrison on the point for the Hellraisers.
Yeah, just 2 OPs left.
And they also have a medium.
Man, I love 30s. Look how much potential they have to make big plays.
I know.
There's so many holes that you can really play with it.
It's because it's impossible to cover everything.
Yeah, you don't have enough guys.
It's surprising that 19 is a significant amount of players, of course, but it's crazy that there's that big of a difference with that amount of players. It's not like you're doubling the team. It's almost double, but semantics.
Mm.
And this
How many OPs does HRB have right now?
That is a
point?
Brutal destruction of that tank. They
that
have
medium?
Just the one. Yeah, the medium goes down to
Recon.
Fire's tank. It's just the
That's
recon.
a recon OP.
You're right. Yep. They do have one over here. Yeah, the recon OP and a regular OP.
Okay. Well, that regular OP's got a 6-man on it.
Yep. But you are seeing quite a bit of rage inside the point here. That tank is playing exactly what we were talking about earlier. Just going to seal off anything that dares to come on this side.
HRB is right next to spawn. They should have a ton of fuel. I bet you they just roll another heavy medium up right now.
Yeah, I think they're rolling a heavy out. Just by the amount of fuel that they have left. Yeah, look at this. This is potential here.
That's the play. Look at the Tiger too.
Yeah, that's what
The Tiger is peeking the wrong direction.
Oh, I don't know if this tank could get up here.
Let's not watch this. Yeah, we didn't see anything.
You didn't see anything either, viewers.
Yeah.
Airhead coming in for rage behind their push, which should
good way.
And that's well timed. I don't think it was made to drop it to ensure the cap, but I think it was made to shore up the cap. So
they must have got a Gary off.
Yep, they did. HRB's going to be coming in now. Bombing run coming in by the Hellraisers as well. That might not get anyone. Maybe Chuck. Poor Chuck. Yeah. Tiger's moving up, which presents an opportunity for this tank here.
Oh, he made it. Oh, he's not called out.
Just doesn't
Getting
have.
too aggressive.
I don't think.
Wait a second. There's no way.
I don't think he has.
Oh my gosh. This is happening. Oh!
Oh no!
Oh no! He trusted
The
the ping
angle
too much.
is the angle gonna no?
Oh no!
Yeah, what Hans is talking about is you can see that this was marked out by the team up further towards the house.
Look. Oh, okay, sorry. I wanted to see if that precision got the
Yeah,
tank.
that would have been incredible. But Fire's crew prevailing once again.
Yeah, no, the HRB tank crew was paying attention to the ping so much that they didn't see that the tank was 100 meters to the right.
That's just a brutal loss of that heavy. It could have been a really good opportunity for them to avoid Rage solidifying this cap. Felix.
Yeah, I mean,
is he on a garrison over here, Felix? No. Goes down, but down at the draw. You know, if we kind of put ourselves in HRB's perspective as infantry, you can see not a spot you want to be defending.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it gives Rage a lot of opportunity to move up. You know?
Yeah.
Rage is in a good position.
Oh, Juicy, I think, thought he got the kill and stopped shooting.
I think Jeep's... I thought he was going to put a mine down. I'm just going to see a mine kill.
The Axis engineer class with the MP40 is so good. One of my favorite classes in the game. Getting mine kills feels like just the best. Especially when you put them around your OP or garrison, you see it go hot and you can't get back, and then you hear an explosion and it goes clear. Gosh, bottle that feeling. You just know there's a very angry individual on the other end of that.
Yeah, right.
And it's usually me. Yeah, exactly. But HRB definitely in a good spot. Accurate tank ping on the Tiger. It'll be interesting to see. They don't have enough munitions for a P-Strike. I don't know if that last P-Strike was HRB's. I have to imagine it was. Oh, another tank making an appearance. Oh wait, this is this is the yeah, this is another Tiger. And they're gonna just have a field day over here, not let Frank or any of his crew get out of here. If we take a peek, it has not spawned a tank yet, but keep our eyes on that. What did this tank take out here? Stewart. Yeah, these tanks are in really good spots. I mean, oh wait, never mind. This is a dead tank with a repair station next to it.
Yeah, one could only hope.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the map. HRB gets a red zone garrison that is really nicely placed just in case they do get WN70 back. Opens the door at Burville-sur-Mer. The draw being contested or being pressured by Smokey on their garrison. Takes it out, so that's going to really force a bit of HRB back into the point. Smokey versus Saba. Like a Scooby-Doo chase going on over here.
I mean, nobody wants to be sitting in that circle if they're HRB.
Yeah.
There's no cover. You can get hit from anywhere.
That's a big kill by Coronel before he's able to take out the supplies. Allow Saba to rebuild the garrison. Insano. Living out every comp player's dream right now. Going for that truck in the distance. The tank ends up taking the kill, but even Insano's able to get the CS before the tank gets it. Nope. Oh no! Insano takes shots from, looks like a tank, it was a medium.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he is in a really difficult spot with that Tiger just up on the hill, raining shots down on him. This wood pile paying dividends right now. Yeah, the Tiger just doesn't have the angle. I think he might be repositioning. And he gets him.
Oh. Shot.
And Insano and Marsh just making this a really tough climb for the Hellraisers. 18 minutes left. What would you do here, Hans, for in Rage's shoes and in the Hellraisers' shoes?
Oh, jeez. I mean, I would do what everybody wants to do. I would sit on the cliffs and just farm them. A couple people down in there. Now, if I was on the other side, I would assume that's what they would want to do, and I would go for the red zone, try to get some sort of flanking AT gun.
Right, but it does seem that the that Rage is playing
They've got to
disciplined.
take out that tank.
Yeah.
They've got to take out the tank.
Yeah.
Flanking a AT gun, it's so flat. The Tiger's not paying attention behind them.
Yeah, I think that would be their best bet, but the problem is that this garrison's still locked out over here. If we take a look at the
yeah, they've got 3 years and a truck.
Yeah, this is definitely where most of their manpower is localized.
You can fit over half of the team on those 3 OPs.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, you see that tank now, kind of turning his attention this way. Cap pressure beginning on the draw. And this is looking strong right now for Rage, considering. Kind of just owning the hard cap. But enough soft cap does exist for HRB to hold off this cap pressure by Texans and Swans.
Yeah, they're going for it.
Yeah.
They are going for it.
I would say so. That spawn wave by...
Oh, that was a shotgun.
Wow. Jeep
That
Dad.
was a long shot.
Yeah, some really good shots by Jeep Dad this game.
No. I thought that was Swan.
Oh, I think we're talking about two different... The shotgun was Swan's. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Well, no, the shotgun was in Swans because he's the Germans.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Saba's going to try to get this garrison rebuilt, I believe, but going down. Insano moving into the hard cap. This should make the cap pressure begin again, I would say. And there we go. Forrest also moving in. And now Kushwookie in a good spot to kind of shoot the Hellraisers in the back that are falling back towards the point. He does that there with Dutra. Raynan very close. Spots him out and takes him out. You see the garrison that. I wonder if Kushwookie was able to call that out before he went down. You know, he's still alive, so he's definitely making sure that his body is marked.
But that garrison's in a pretty rough spot.
Right, yeah. Look, you see Jeep Dad? I wonder if he's going to take a shot at that garrison here. If Kushwookie's just saying, shoot my body. We'll see if once that information trickles down to Jeep Dad.
See,
I think he was using an MP42 actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't see a rifle.
I can't blame him. Being on the beach here, I would not want to have a Kar 98 either. Let's take a quick look at the map. This still being locked out by Rage. Oh, and it goes clear. So opportunity is knocking for HRB with this garrison. It's going to take a lot here with just 14 minutes remaining, but it is possible. We've seen crazier finishes in the Premier League this season, so no team is out of it until that final 2 or 4 minute mark on the clock is reached in this case currently.
Yeah, they have options.
Yeah.
They have options. Looking at
These
score.
OPs.
Well, they've got a light tank working its way around. It seems like, is Rage running more than one tank?
They are. They had 2 tanks up here earlier. So they had this Tiger.
Okay.
Ooh, but this Tiger's in trouble with Julio.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Julio might be out of rockets, a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good spot.
Yeah.
You can sit underneath the tank. Oh, they're not doing it. You can get under the tank.
Yeah.
Rep.
Little pit crew action going on here. You're seeing this fight going on this front line, but ran on with the MG, just being on this OP a bad time until Insano. Big kill.
Insano using every class in the
I'd love to see
the
that.
German unit.
I love to see that. I think that sort of skill set is so valuable on a 30s team. You know, like guys that are just jack of all trades. How did this OP not go down? That is big. I think they spawned on it after it was taken out, and Texans gonna be able to just get it right back up. And Jeep Dad, a medic. We've captured a medic revive on stream. Will we get another one? Look, he's...
And a flamethrower. What in the world?
Sorry, everyone. This is the most important thing going on right now. Please, Jeep, get more revives. Go off. There we go. Now you gotta get... Oh no, he quit on you. Using it for the smokes, clearly, but also just keeping his boys in the fight. Bombing run goes in, Airhead going in, Rage wanting the 5-0 here in the semifinals. Spawn Wraith comes in by the Hellraisers. Silent Rage takes out one. What was that? Oh, it looked like he knifed him, but I think he got shot by Silent Rage. Oh no, Jeep! It's a war crime. He was a medic. And we'll see probably a quite sizable Airhead spawn, I would imagine. Airhead just on the other side of this garrison by the Hellraisers.
That is a garrison, right?
Yep, by those wood piles. Flamethrower, Pascoa not able to get the Airhead. Fleck. Oh. Airhead spawn comes in. Forest takes out Wenger.
That was lucky.
Yeah. Saba. Swans with the flamethrower. Another big spawn wave. Oh, flamethrower on flamethrower. Don't cross the streams. Oh, what a strafing run. Oh, absolute carnage here, Hans. Let's go. Always good to see the flamethrower in a comp game. Then live by the flamethrower or die by the flamethrower.
Ooh.
Wow, look at this. Jeep Dad's back in with the medic. Oh, that's gonna be
yeah,
interesting.
that's gonna change things. Boom.
One shell in by those boxes or the lumber pile, and it is a goodbye, Gary.
Jeep Dad's running forward with his pistol. He's feeling confident.
Why not? Why not, Jeep Dad? Keep going. Oh, oh my gosh. This is hell let loose. This is the semifinals. I have a feeling that might make the clips of the week here. Oh, another big spawn wave.
You know, with as many people as they have on the cliffs, that garrison should have been called out.
Right. You would think so. This is just... and saved by their tank all the way over here. Big play.
Dang.
Silent Rage on fire. Literally. Finally, just a little bit of a moment to breathe, it seems, for the Hellraisers, but Silent Rage pushing in once again. Forest pushing in. And this is just a slugfest over here. It's like a fight in a phone booth.
I wonder what the point. I wonder why they drove the tank down instead of just sniping straight down on them. You know?
Oh, this is interesting.
They might have been out of ammo. Oh.
A little bit of pressure.
No, it's not enough. Not enough.
They need to make something happen here. They do.
Wouldn't that be exciting?
They do know where the garrison is. Snipe misses.
Just barely.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard with it down in the trench like that. See if Adler. Oh, Adler goes down to Cheek or Felix up there. Yeah, it's close. That OP that they have.
Do they still have that garrison next point?
Not anymore. Not quite there. But look at that spawn wave. Rage, I think at this point is content.
They're not risking it.
They're content to win this one 4-1 as long as they're able to hold on here for another minute and a half. Semifinal match. Winner here goes on to play TRR in the Division 8 final match. The right to call themselves a champion, the right to update their Discord bio. It is what truly dreams are made of. Dunny, thanks again for the $2, you legend. You might just bribe your way onto the co-commentator's desk here one day soon. Yeah, and Rage just able to outfrag the Hellraisers on the point, and now just 50 seconds away from being locked into the championship match. And man, so we could talk a little about this really quick. Let's just see what Rage just one guy over here, but championship match is going to be played over 2 weekends. So one weekend will be divisions 1 through 4, and the following weekend will be divisions 5 through 8. So because of that, we should have full coverage across all the games. Every single championship match will be casted. Ideally,
double casted.
We have a double cast, correct? And we're able to really show off these championship teams and give you something to look back on for years to come, hopefully, when we're playing Hell Let Loose 3. You could remember that time that you were TPL champions. And that will do it for Rage. Rage will take this one home 4-1. Still, the 5-0 is on the table, should they want to commit everyone to that. But what a game here we had. Back and forth, Rage showing their experience, the Hellraisers showing their perseverance, and this was a absolutely really good one to end a weekend of great games.
Yeah, excited for next week.
Absolutely.
You said like next week is the
right. Next week
1 through 4.
Next week I think it's going to be 5 through 8 actually. So next week will be all the 35s and the 30s will finish up, and then the following weekend we'll have all the 49s. So just 8 matches left this season. We started with over 40 teams this season in the Premier League, and we're down to just 16 here. 8 teams in there, or 16 teams and 8 championship matches, 8 divisions, and in just a couple weeks there will be just one team standing on top of their division with the TPL crown.
Hell yeah.
Very exciting, and I think this was a great first season of the Premier League. The divisional format
So much better.
lived up to the hype
So much better.
in every single way. Gone are the days of the 20-minute 5-0 that you burn 4 hours to get to. Each game, the maps are fun, the tactics are great to see, and the broadcasts that the team was able to put on. I've said it before, but I'm so proud of everyone on the team this season, and doing an awesome job in bringing these games to the community. Smithers, if you guys want to check out the other side of this cast, I should have plugged this earlier, but Smithers is casted on the Rage side of things. So after this game, if you want to know what Rage did and how that ended up working to their success in this case, you should go over there and take some notes and see the game from a different perspective. Smithers is a great guy.
Yeah, and always looking for more casters.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Need to let the community know that.
Yeah.
The 1,000 views in some of these videos.
Yeah, it's been incredible, some of the viewership that these have pulled this season. So yeah, if you're out there and this is something that looks fun to you and you want to get into the casting side, maybe you're a player and you want to try casting, maybe you just play Hell Let Loose casual, but this is something that interests you, get in contact with me through the Discord, the TPL Discord. Raise a ticket to the stream team, and me or someone on the team will get over to you as soon as possible. And always looking to expand and get even more coverage, and looking forward to season 2. I can only imagine with such a great season 1, it's only going to get bigger from here. So all you clans out there, maybe you're a smaller group, join Division 8. This is the kind of coverage you'll get in the Premier League. This is the kind of competition you'll play against, and these are the kind of stakes that we play for. So love to see you more teams join in season 2. But for now, Rage taking this one 4-1 on Omaha Beach, punching their ticket to the TPL Championship against TRR. More details for those matches to come, and we'll look to get a schedule out before long next week, so you can know just where to find all these matches. But what a match here today, Hans. Thank you so much for joining me on this one. This is a great one.
Absolutely.
And who are we going to give our commendation to? I think it might have to go to John for the half tracks. What do you think? And the
there was a guy that started with a C. It like a something with a C. He made a lot of good plays.
I'm almost out of time, so I'll just give it to this tank crewman. But yeah. But thanks again for joining, Hans. This was a ton of fun.
Oh, yeah,
always a good time casting these games with you. And what a match here to end the weekend in the Premier League. So thank you guys for watching.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Hans, again for joining me. And that's a throwback. But we will see you next week with some more championship action in the Premier League. Take care, everyone. Have a great start to your week.